Greetings YouTube, Dark Swordsman here, and I am back for another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII Remastered on PS4. And in today's episode we are going to begin the final chapter of our journey through Final Fantasy VIII, which takes us into Ulmicia's castle. So in our last episode I showed you how to get the Ragnarok, which we've done. I also showed you how you can get all those rare cards back that you might have modded up. What I didn't show you was how to manipulate the rules, because it's an absolute nightmare to do. But if you want to know how to manipulate the rules, I recommend Fuzzfinger's guide for that one. Also, one thing I forgot to point out is when you go up against her, she will only have one of the rare cards at a time. So you may have to play her a few times, but as you can see I've got the gold star next to my thing now to say that I've got all the cards. I've got all level 10s, 9s and 8s now, all in my collection. Some of them I am actually missing, but as long as you have had them at one point or another, it will say your collection is completed. Now, onwards for today's episode. Once you've got the Ragnarok, you will notice this portal here will open up, and it will pop up the other side here, thus allowing you to get back. And that portal will allow you to get to the Ragnarok whenever you want from here on in. So if you want to go train some more, by all means go for it. But we're going to go ahead now and work our way into the castle, so I'll do a quick game save here. Also, while off camera I went and did some grinding, and I've now unlocked the Kill 1,000 Enemies trophy. So now, as long as you've been following me, you should only have 2 trophies left to get. And that is the Kill Omega weapon, which I will show you how to deal with him, and complete the game, which obviously is pretty self-explanatory. Right then, good, we all made it. Oh, so this is her castle. Finally. I've never seen anything so creepy. You think What's-Her-Face really lives here? We've come this far, she's got to be here. So this is the future. This is where ulmicia resides. Sorry, reigns even. I don't know what's going on, but since we're still here, I think we still have some time to finish our job. What are we going to do, Squall? We'll divide into 2 parties. Okay, so normally I would go with these 3. However, I am just going to manipulate my party around just for now, because, and I will show you why when we get to it. Right, let's head on in then. Now, before we can deal with Omega and Ulmicia, we are going to have to deal with a few other boss fights first, because once we get in here, you're going to notice that all of your abilities are sealed. So this is save, resurrection, GFs, limit breaks, magic, draw, command abilities and items. All 8 abilities will be locked. And as it states here, look, it tells you exactly as I've just stated. And to get these abilities back, we have to do away with each of Ulmicia's servants. Now, everybody's preference to which way around you do this is, completely different. But I'm going to show you the circuit that I usually do to get all my abilities back in the order that I unlock the abilities in. And you can feel free to follow my circuit if you wish, or you can take your own circuit. But for those of you following me along my guide, I recommend that you continue to do so. Now, I will point out one thing here. If you have screwed up along the way and missed any of the Guardian forces out that you draw out of enemies, you can get them from some of the bosses in here, in which case I'd recommend getting the draw ability unlocked as soon as possible. However, if you've been following me and done everything that I have done, you should have all Guardian forces unlocked now, and therefore won't need the draw ability, so therefore can be safely left until last. Okay, so what we're going to do first of all actually is we're going to switch to our other party for a moment. I've got no encounters on, and I recommend you do the same. And the reason I suggest this is because Oh, actually, we're going to need to do away with him first, aren't we? Inside this castle, you will be able to come across just about any monster in the game, including some old bosses. And they will all be near enough at max level. So if you're wanting to avoid a scrap, I would recommend putting no encounters on, and it will make things a lot easier for getting around. So I was going to actually do send our other party to where I want them to first. However, I've just remembered we actually do need to get this little fella out, well, this big fella out of the way first, and he is the first of ultimicia's servants. So we're going to go ahead now and do away with him. Unfortunately, we only have physical attacks available to us in this fight, but that is all we're going to need. You should have a grand total of about 10 to 20,000 HP and nothing more, so we should be able to mince him pretty quick. Now, of course, our items are going to be unavailable to us right now. And I'm going to assume that auto potion probably won't come into effect right now either, so we are going to have to be careful. There we go. And he is the easiest of the servants to take down. Right, so now we'll get the opportunity to unlock an ability. And the ability that we're going to unlock, now like I said, it's completely up to you which one you unlock first, but if you're following my guide and you're going with my recommendations, then Guardian Forces is the one that you're going to want to unlock first. And the reasons for this will be made clear in a bit. Right, so now we're going to just drop this team here for a moment and switch to our other party so we can get them into position for later. Let's put 3 times speed on for a moment to just speed this up. So you want to head to your left and through the door at the left hand side of the castle in the main room, which takes you into this room. And you want to make your way down then into the bottom area. And keep working your way all the way down the corridor until you hit this room here with the lifts. And we're going to stick our team here. And then we're going to leave them where they are. Right, now we're going to make our way to the top of the stairs, and instead of going west, we're going to go east this time. And we're going to make our way through here. And we're going to make our way through the door here. Now this switch here to the left of me, that is the one that summons Omega, but we're not going to worry about him just yet. Right then, so inside here then, we are looking for 3 specific paintings. They are Intervulivum, Vidivum and Vitor. Well, Intervulivum is here on the bottom floor. That's Ignis, we don't want that one. Nope, it's not that one. I might just turn 3 times speed off actually for now because it is causing somewhat a problem. So I believe Vitor or Vidivum is just on the right hand side. I think it's this painting here. Oh, there's Vidivum, that's 2 down, 1 to go. And if you make your way along here, you'll see there's a draw point there, and it's a meltdown draw point. Obviously, if you haven't got draw, then obviously you're going to have to wait to grab that one. But I just thought I'd point out that it's there while we're here. There it is, Vitor. Right, so now we need to put the correct order in here. So we need to select the ones we want, but we need to make sure they're in the right order. And the correct order should be... let me see now, it's that one, that one, and then I believe it's that one, I think. Yes, it is. In the garden sleeps a messenger. And this will alter the painting a little bit, as you can see. And it's also named the painting. And this will make trauma come out. Now this one is quite resilient to physical attacks at present, which is why I said you're going to want to unlock Guardian Forces. And funnily enough, the servant that we're going to deal with after this is also quite resilient. So we're going to start off by using Doom Train here, which will make him a bit more vulnerable to physical. We'll go ahead and pull even out as well, why not? I'll just demonstrate what I mean by the fact that physical attacks won't hurt very much. And I believe this particular servant has just over 10k as well. Oh! Well, I'll be damned. Auto potion's still working, that's a bit naughty. That shouldn't be working right now. That's interesting. So obviously you'll summon up these little Dorama things, and the only nasty ability we need to watch out for with Taroma is he'll use a cannon move just like that little one just did, only it'll be twice as powerful. So what Doom Train will do is, although it will do damage, it will also reduce Taroma's vitality down to 0, making our physical attacks a lot more effective. And I will now demonstrate. There we go, much more damage. And as for Eden, I just chucked him in for good measure, just because I can. Oh, there's that Mega Pulse Cannon I was on about. We shouldn't take too much more to take out now, in theory. There we go. Right then. So the next ability we want to unlock then should be... Which one should we unlock actually? Thinking about it. Yeah, I think I'll stick to the order I normally do it in. So next up then is Resurrection. So we'll continue making our way through into the next door. And we're going to go make our way just round to the left here and into the into the dungeon. And the door will shut behind us. We'll grab the prison key, and out pops Red Giant. Now this boss, again, we're going to need to use Doom Train on him, otherwise we are going to struggle to do any damage to him because he is very resilient, and quite a lot of the GFs don't hurt him very much either. So we're going to need to start by getting Doom Train out there to take down that vitality of his. Because if I use a physical attack right now, I guarantee it will do very little. Yeah, as I thought. Once again, we'll chuck Eden out again for good measure. See, even Angelo won't do much damage right now. Until we get Doom Train out there. Right, now we should be able to do some damage. Much better. And we've also blinded him as well, which will also help. Oh, we've taken his sword off. He's no longer got his sword. Wow, he managed to get a hit on us even though he's blind. That's impressive. And down he goes. Poor Eden's not getting a look in. So next up then we're going to unlock items. I think, if we haven't already. Was it items we unlocked last time or was it resurrection? I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was resurrection we did, so it's items we want this time. So now we've got the ability to res ourselves and heal ourselves outside of battle, which is what we needed. Right. So now we're going to bring our team up through here. We are going to have to go back to that room in a bit because we do still have a boss down there to do away with. But first we're going to... Well, if I can actually... Oh, there we go. Yep, we want to switch to the other party, who are going to make their way into here. And grab the floodgate key. And then we're going to switch back to our other party. And we're going to drop this party back where we were before, well, close enough to where we were before. So we'll go ahead and make our way back through the main hallway now, and back across to the other side. Unfortunately, there is a bit of running around involved here. It is a bit of a nightmare, but it is what it is. And then we'll switch to our other party. And now we want to make them make their way over to where our other party is, just purely because this team have got the floodgate key, which means using our other party to open the floodgate will be, well, useless. So let's go ahead and make our way across. And we are going to manipulate our team around a little bit in a second, now that we've done what we needed to do. First we'll go and... if I can get around them. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's the floodgate done. Right. So now we're just going to quickly do some manipulation here. Irvine can go back over there. He's done his job. And the reason I put Irvine with Squall is because in order to get the lift to work, you need to have the lighter party on the left and then the heavier party on the right hand side to push the other elevator up to get to the floodgate key. And obviously the males are going to be slightly heavier because of their build and everything. So anyway, this team here we want to now send through the door at the top here and onto the chandelier, which is going to come crashing down. Next we're going to make our way through here and As you'll notice, there is a key sat there, and we want to knock that key off down to the bottom there so that Scrolls team can pick that up in a minute. And we're actually going to leave that key where it is for now. And now we're going to switch to our other party. One moment, guys. Sorry about that, guys, just replying to a message. Right, we're going to send Scrolls team down here now then. And... ooh. That's interesting. Oh, hold on. I wonder. I hope that worked. That's strange. The key's supposed to have dropped in the water there, and it hasn't. Why has it not dropped down there then? What's... Oh, now it has. There we go. Yeah, that was my fault. I should have waited before I emptied the river out. That was my fault. Right then, next up is Gargantina. And to get him to come out, we first need to deal with the lefty, the righty, and the visage as they're called. It shouldn't take too long. Comes Visage. So we go ahead here now and pull out our Guardian Forces to do away with him. And he has got some very nasty attacks in his arsenal if we're not careful. Oh dear, there goes the berserk. I just realised I've got 3 times speed on, that's not helping. He's also put slow on Scroll as well, which isn't helpful. There goes Earthquake. Right, let's let's see if we can get rid of that berserk. Not before Eden gets his 10 points in, of course. Let's see if I can boost this time. Third time's the charm. Oh my god, I hate the boost system on here now. It used to be bearable, not anymore. What was it? I give up. I have maxed out Eden's boost before, and I've done it with Bahamut as well. Right, this time we're going to go ahead and unlock Limit Break. Got a goo we've left there. Made quite a mess in here, haven't we? Right. So now we are going to make our way out of here. Next we're going to make our way across the chandelier here, which is being held in place by our team down below, and we're going to deal with Croyster. This one should be nice and easy, I reckon. See what we can do here. Oh, I haven't got any Aurora Stones, have I? Let's get some Guardian Forces out. still standing after all that beating? I don't believe it. Oh, there we go. So on his way out, he will cast Ultima as a sort of, you know, leaving present, as it were. So we're just down to 3 servants left now. Magic next, I think. Right. So next we're going to make our way out of here. Now we want to make our way downstairs here. And this is our corridor that leads us back into here. And we're going to grab ourselves the key that's sat in the fountain there, which is the treasure vault key. And then we're going to finish off today's episode by dealing with the servant that sits down here in the cellar, which is Tripoint. Now for this one, I recommend putting up some thunder resistance, which I can't remember if I actually have any thunder spells to do that with, so I'm just going to go ahead here and have a look and see if I can sort that out. And then what we want to do here is go into our junctions, junction magic, scroll across to our elemental defense here, and we're going to take fire out. And we're going to go ahead and put that Thunder Dagger spell in that we just got. Put that one in as well. And then we'll go ahead here and hopefully do the same for the others, providing they've got what we need. It might not completely reduce the damage, but it will certainly reduce it by a bit. Right then, let's make our way down into the cellar here then. And here's Tripoint just at the bottom. Right then. So again, we'll go ahead and pull out Doom Train to reduce his vitality. Could pull out a few of the GF as well, I suppose. So he says he only uses what he likes and he doesn't use what he doesn't like. So that kind of gives us a clue as to what his weaknesses might be. And I've got to admit, Tripoint's actually a really weak servant out of them all. It's just his brutal lightning attack that does the damage. So in theory, we should be able to wipe him pretty quick. In actual fact, it didn't hurt us, it healed us instead, which means we're pretty much invincible against this guy right now, since physical attacks and lightning attacks are all he uses. He pretty much can't hurt us. So essentially, This is almost as if we've got the God Mode perk on right now. Here he goes again, trying to counter us. But of course it won't do anything to us, because we've junctioned light into our magic defense. Let's see if we can't finish this off. There we go. Let's try point defeated. Now, if you don't sort your team out properly, some of these boss fights can actually be the toughest in the game. But if you do everything I do, then you should have an easy time getting past them all. Right. Next we're going to go ahead and grab command ability. That just leaves us 2 abilities left to get. So we'll go ahead here now and make our way back through here and back into the main hall. And we're going to go ahead now and make our way back out and save our game. And we're going to actually end the episode here for now, because we've actually done quite a bit. And we'll pick things up next time, where we shall hopefully polish off the majority of Ultimicia's castle. Until then, take care and bye bye for now.